This is a smartphone. Everybody has one. Everybody has seen them advertised. They're advertised all over the internet, TV, in person. Everyone and their brother and sister have one. They're just everywhere. You look. Which brings you back to me. Did you know that 91% of Americans, including kids, have a smartphone? Now, you can decide whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to leave that up to you. And I'll keep my opinions out of it. But smartphones have so many great capabilities. You want to know one of the best ones? Mobile photography. Because with a mobile phone, you have chances to capture great moments without having to lug around a big SLR camera. And honestly, that's where I got my start. I was posting on social media. I was taking photos I thought were amazing. I thought, oh man, this is going to be such a cool photo. I'm going to get so many likes. And I was just having fun with it. The creativity was flowing through me. I was really having fun with it. I was going out, taking photos, and some of them were terrible, kind of like this one. I remember when I took this shot. I took this shot when I was on my way to work. I was leaving my neighborhood. The sun was rising for the day. There were clouds, as you can see, and I thought, that's a cool shot. I gotta get this for the gram. I gotta get this for Instagram. Like, this is very important. So I just kind of looked over and I was like, and I took a few. And I remember I couldn't really stay there too long because, number one, I was needing to work on time, but there was also people behind me. But I remember when I got to work, I took a couple minutes and I posted it. I did some of those filters on Instagram. I posted it to Instagram. I thought, this is an amazing shot. Like, I'm so proud of myself. And I got some feedback on it, and people liked it. But then a few hours ago, I looked at it again. And I can tell you right now that it's it's just blown out of proportion. The lighting's not good. You can't really see too much. It was creativity, but it was also very bad. I enjoyed it though, and that is the point of mobile photography, is to have fun. I can't think of any time in my life when I wasn't grateful I didn't have a smartphone on me to take some special moments. I've had numerous friends get married. This one, for example, this was Chaz and Rachel. When they got married, I took this shot. Now you'll say like, well, you can see that it's kind of blurry. It's a little out of focus. But there's something about it that I still love. You can see that, they're hugging each other. But she has this aura around her, made her look like an angel. And I edited that and hit that by accident. And when I was able to do that, I was so proud of myself when I did that. And that is the point of mobile photography. That's the point of photography in general, is just to have fun. But especially for mobile photography. I cannot think of a time when I haven't talked with someone who was like, oh man, I wish I didn't have my smartphone on me. Like, no one has said that ever. Now, that being said, this photo right here, this is a great photo. This is a photo of, and it's very special to me, and I cherish it to this day. This is a photo of my little boy, Smokey. And when I took this back in like 2013, I was hanging out with him on a Friday night. Didn't really have a life back then. I guess I don't really still have a life, but that's besides the point. And I was, just laying with him on the carpet in my family's house in the family room. And I took this shot. You can see that, you can see the teeth in it. You can see his eyes and everything. He's just happy as could be. Now, granted, he was only like 3 or 4 at this point, in the prime years of his life. And when I showed this shot to my family, they were just like, that's a great shot. Like, you should, sell that shot and try to get some money so people can put it like on billboards and everything. And that would have been cool. Did I do it? No. Do you want to know why I didn't do it? Because I wanted to cherish it and enjoy it for myself. Now you guys get to enjoy it by seeing it right there. The greatest part about it was when I took the shot, I was just having the worst day. And that sometimes when you're struggling, that's when you're able to focus on things and be able to be creative. That's what this turned out to be. And honestly, when I think about this, I think about there's this great photo that my best friend Hilder sent me. I asked him, I was like, hey, I want your best photo that I'm going to feature in a video. Best photo on your phone. So he sent me this. I love this. I love the story behind this photo with this cat. This is Gamora. Let me tell you a little bit about how they got a hold of Gamora. A couple years ago, Aaron messaged me. He said, do you want a cat by chance? I was like, I mean, it'd be cool, it'd be great, but the dog wouldn't like it and would probably kill it. He doesn't really like cats. And so they decided to keep her. But here's the twist on it. They didn't adopt her, she adopted them. And so when they named her Gamora, I thought that is so cool because it is from the Guardians of the Galaxy, and she is the most feisty little cat you'll ever meet. Now, is she spoiled? 100%. But there's so much about this that I love. I love the creativity because cats and dogs in general are not the easiest to grab photos of. They're rambunctious, they're feisty, they're energetic. They don't want to cooperate, especially when they have this big device in their face. They're like, get that out of my face. But it's so cool when you can capture moments like that. I love the plants, how you can see here behind the plant and all the foliage. That's very creative. He had the creative juices flowing through him, and he thought, that's a great shot. I'm going to capture that shot. And that's why I say mobile photography is for everyone. I love how people have taken their mobile shots and have converted it into professional photography. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be a professional photo guru with a mobile phone. What I do mean is that they've taken their experiences with mobile photography and have expanded it, and have taken that and used it with SLR cameras. This is where I got my start. I remember I would have some of the worst days, and some of the worst days was when I took some of the best mobile photos, because that's when I was able to focus and I was able to tune out the world. This shot right here is a great example. Now, when I look at this shot now, it just kind of makes me cringe. You can see that it's very oversaturated. It looks really cool for the way it is. And I remember when I took this shot, this was at Layton City Park in Layton, Utah. And I was with a friend of mine. And when I showed the shot to other people, like, oh man, that's a crazy cool shot. Like, can you send that to me? I was like, sure. And it was great. I thought I was very proud of it, and I just felt like I was on top of the world. But I was being creative. I was being creative with this. I was having fun, and that is one of the biggest keys to mobile photography. Oh, I guess photography in general. But I mean, honestly, when do you not have your phone on you? I can't think of a time when you don't have your phone on you. Maybe in the bathroom. Well, no, you definitely have it in the bathroom because a lot of people like to play video games and other stuff and scroll Facebook and Instagram and all that while they're sitting on the toilet. But there are times, special occasions, when you don't have your phone on you or it's turned off. But then you have moments like this. This was a great moment that my mom captured when she went out to Washington State to visit some family. This is of the ocean. She captured another one right here. This is of a lighthouse out there in Washington. Now, does my mom have any experience with photography? She has the ground principles and understandings and knowledge of photography, but not of mobile photography. But when I saw these shots, I thought, wow, those are really cool. I love the color of the water. I love the way that the lighthouse is situated. That's what I'm saying, is that you can have fun with this. You don't have to be some professional guru. You don't have to be some Peter McKinnon, Matt Haapoja, Casey Neistat. You don't even have to be a Tony Locke. You can be you. You are the special. You can have fun with this. You can be creative. And just explore and show the world the view that you see through your camera. One of the photos that I cherish so much is this one. When I took this shot, it was on a Saturday morning. It was of my mom and my brother Dan's dog Shiloh. This was right before he died. Shiloh had cancer of the liver. It was malignant, and it burst inside of his body, and it was spreading. He was in pain. My brother made the executive decision to put him down, as much as it pained him. So this is a shot of my mom hugging Shiloh. Now, there's a special reason that I love this shot. My mom and Shiloh had a special bond. Back in 2015, she spent a year taking care of him and my little boy Smokey out in Oklahoma, because that's where she moved for a year. You know, it was great because I was grateful that she took care of him. And I was grateful to get photos, to see them on FaceTime, all that kind of stuff. But her and Shiloh developed a bond. Now, I'm not going to go into too much into detail about that because that's her personal story. It's not my story to tell. But I love how you can see the pure connection between my mom and Shiloh. And then there's this photo right here. This was taken when I went out to Oklahoma for Christmas 2015. I was so excited to see my little boy, and you can see that he's like licking me in the face, he's having fun, and I will cherish this moment forever. I love looking back at this moment so much. It's so much fun having, knowing that I have this forever. But one of the coolest experiences I had with mobile photography while I was out there in Oklahoma was at this place. On Christmas Day, we had the chance to go to the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. This was a very bittersweet memorial to go to. One of those reasons being because of this photo. When you go there, you have all these photos. Sorry, not all these photos. You have all these chairs dedicated to the people that were lost and that were killed in the Oklahoma City bombing. And this one specifically was for my mom's friend who didn't make it. And then this photo right here was so cool because you can see the pond, you can see how you can see the reflection, but then it has this clock on the wall. And that's the time when the bombing happened. This was such a great thing to see. I loved it. I captured so many photos of this. If I could go back with my SLR, I would. And that's the funniest part about photography, is that you can go back and you can look at the stuff, especially on your mobile phone. More than half the photos I have on my phone are of dogs, obviously, because I'm a big dog guy, but they're of moments that I cherish. One of my favorite moments is this one right here. This was taken in Clearfield, Utah. It was taken during the pandemic, and when I took it, it was of my dog. We had just gotten back from a walk. Very regal in this, he was very happy, but he was so thankful. And it's moments like that that make me realize and make me want to remind you watching that you can have fun with photography. You don't have to be some big guru. You can be you. You can have fun, and if you want to, you can upgrade to an SLR camera and go professional. The choice is yours. No one's stopping you. And that's the funnest part about photography, especially about mobile photography, because as I said before, this is how I got my start. There's a photo that I'm going to post right here. When I got this shot, it was back in 2013, 2014, at some farmland out in West Layton, Utah. It was at golden hour. I love golden hour. It's such a great time to take photos. Hence why I have some pretty great shots from golden hour. But this was at some farmland out in West Layton, Utah, as I mentioned. And you can see the farming tool, the tractor tool that they usually pull behind the tractor. And the lighting of everything around it was amazing. The way that the sun was hitting it, the way the sun was hitting the field. I was very proud of the shot, and to this day I'm still proud of this shot, because even as an average mobile photographer, I captured a great shot. everyone that saw the shot thought it was amazing. They really liked it. But that being said, I encourage you to have fun with photography, with mobile photography. Honestly, I cannot think of a better way to pass time, especially if you're waiting for like a family member or a friend that's maybe like in a doctor's appointment, or if you're out with family and friends like on a hike, than to capture it with one of these guys. Now, is it going to be the greatest shot? Probably not. Is it going to bring back some memories when you go back and look at it? 100%. Photography brings out the good in people. It brings out the skill set in people. It brings out the creativity in people. Most importantly, it brings out the hope in people. It's meant to be fun. Mobile photography is amazing. And that's why I'm issuing you a challenge. I want you to take the best photo that you can ever take on your mobile phone. Take multiple. I don't want you to just take one. Take multiple. Tag me on Instagram. This is my Instagram handle right here. I mean, you can even find me on Facebook. This is my Facebook page. Find me on there. Tag. I want to see your work because I love seeing the creativity of others. I love it. I love seeing that light that others produce, that they have fun with, that they enjoy, and most importantly, that they know that they created all themselves. But that's about it. I'm taking off. Peace out.